of the Chicago Blackhawks Central Hockey Podcast. I am Joe Vitale, and that is Skoks. Today, we are going to be going over the abysmal, the pathetic, the awful game that was the Colorado Avalanche versus the Chicago Blackhawks. So, stick with us. And as I said, folks, we're going over this Colorado Avalanche game, and boy, am I upset. I
Yes, sir.
I am just disappointed. It was a bad effort. Uh, Hawks lose 4-0, get shut out. Connor Bedard, no shot attempts. First time in his career. His very young career, 5 games in. Shouldn't happen again, I don't think.
Yeah.
Um, I'll just go through the box score here really quick, even though I don't want to. Colorado, 41 shots on goal. Chicago, 18 shots on goal. Face-off percentage, this is where the Hawks have gotten steadily better, and I appreciate it, but it's not good enough. Face-off percentage, 52.8% to Chicago's 47.2%. Colorado 1 for 3 on the power play, which is very surprising, seeing as they put up 4 goals. And then, of course, the Blackhawks going with the normal 0% on the power play, 0 for 4. 8 PIMs for Colorado, 6 PIMs for Chicago. 5 hits total in this game, which I don't really understand, because if you're getting outshot over double of what you're getting outshot, hit them. Take a piece of them, please. Do something. And I realize there are some young guys on this roster. Your Korchinskis, your Kaisers, your Bedards. We brought in Nick Foligno to crash and burn. I mean, hit somebody, please.
Yeah. And it
Jason
slows
Dickinson.
down the game.
Right.
You know?
Hit somebody. I mean, we've got 2 whole lines that have the ability to run someone through the boards.
Right.
Do it, please.
Yeah.
I mean, I get Miles Wood is out there. He likes to hit people and he can't read. But, please, someone hit somebody. 2 hits for the Chicago Blackhawks. 3 hits for the Colorado Avalanche. I don't understand.
That's unbelievable.
So, maybe the guy who was counting hits was he fell asleep or something. But, oh, man, I'm really, really just disappointed by the effort. I'm disappointed by the play. I'm disappointed at the outcome. I mean, I realize that the Blackhawks are rebuilding. They're in a rebuild. They stripped it down to the studs. They got their generational talent. It's going to take time, but I want it to hurry up. And I also want some players to start giving a crap because it seems like a lot of these guys don't. And, you can say, oh, well, they were on a long road trip and they haven't seen I don't care. This is your job, okay? You're getting paid very, very handsomely to do it. Go out and do it. Nick Foligno, drop the gloves, punch someone, sucker someone. I don't care. You get suspended. I don't care. We'll replace you with another 4th liner, Reese Johnson. Put him in the lineup. Have him sucker a guy. I don't care. Something needs to change. These guys need to care. And this first line of Hall, Bedard, and Donato, it's not working out. Plain and simple, Donato needs to go. Hall needs to get involved, and Bedard, he needs to be protected a little bit more. I saw him. They made a Bedard sandwich tonight with Ross Colton and Miles Wood, and it's not acceptable.
Yeah. Really quick on Hall, dude.
Of course.
Donato, yes, I am 100% not out, but 100% this can't be your line 1 right winger.
He's a 2nd or 3rd liner.
Yeah.
Middle 6 guy.
Right. And first, number 1, he's not even a righty. Number 2, his skill is not a top 6 dude. And we talked about it last time. It just doesn't fit. Whatever you have to do, throw in Tyler Johnson, line one, Radish. It's not working, right?
So
Taylor Hall, dude. He, I I don't know who is wearing number 71 right now because it doesn't look like Taylor Hall out there, And I know he joined in training camp a little later, due to that back thing issue.
right, he was a
But
little banged up, but
yeah,
I mean,
and yeah,
if you're banged up enough that like you can't play, like if you're at 85% plus, I think you're okay. Maybe
mhm,
75% plus, you're okay. But
right,
if you're like 55%, dude, just take the night off, man. It's
yeah,
okay.
hmm
Like we get it. You're the second best player on the Chicago Blackhawks, and
hmm
you're expected to do stuff. But like, if you're too banged up, man, you're too banged up. It's just that is the way it is.
yeah,
Pop a squat, pop a couple Advil, and just chill.
yeah. I mean, to me, he looks like he's skating in cement. You know, uh, his skating's not good. His passing's not good. Um, Dude, the accuracy with passes. There was this one like pretty decent setup, pretty decent scoring chance if that last pass connected, right? And it was either Hall or Donato. Can't remember who it was, but pass was off by 3 feet, possibly, just like wide right, and the guy's wide open right in front of the net. Man, forgot who it was, but line one, not looking great, man.
It's not. I mean, the
Yeah.
blender needs to come out. Some things need to change. Probably maybe like a
Mm-hmm.
Hall Bedard Athanasiu, Hall Bedard Johnson, Tyler. That is, I mean, they need to start thinking of
Mm-hmm.
something else because it's not working. And
Yeah.
this is going to be another point that I need. Shoot the frickin' puck, please. I
Yeah.
mean, the passing was not crisp tonight. It was in the wheelhouse, maybe. It was behind. It was in someone's skates. It was
Yeah.
high. It was low. It was whatever. The passing was
Mm-hmm.
not crisp. It was not good. And
Mm-hmm.
then they try to make that extra one to make that highlight reel SC top 10 bullshit,
Right.
for lack of a better term. I mean, that's what it was. And you just get the puck on the net. You're getting out. You're getting doubled up in shots. Put it on
Yeah.
the net. It doesn't matter. If you're going in there and you're trying to do a little bit, be all cutesy and stuff, dude,
Mm-hmm.
just get it on the net. Hope for a rebound. Maybe someone can bury it. I mean, it was too many trying to do these cross creasers NHL 24 goals, dude. And this is real
Yeah.
life, man. Just
Yeah. Just shoot the
put it
puck,
on
man.
net.
Yeah. I mean, more times than not, it's gonna bounce off someone. And yeah, it's not gonna go in the net, but dude, hockey is it's the most random professional sport.
Easy.
I mean, look at the Hawks Cup games with Letty, right? Dude, it bounces off his butt. Or was it, I think it was Letty. I
It
don't
was
know, but
14. Yeah.
yeah, but super random, man. It's gonna bounce. It's a hockey puck. Just shoot it at the net.
4 ounces of vulcanized rubber. I mean, and
Right.
you're a 200-pound man, a 200 plus pound man on an eighth of
Yeah.
an inch of steel. You're on knives,
Yeah.
frozen water, ice, slippery,
Yeah.
and you're playing with a rubber puck, dude. I mean, just put it on it. Alexander
Yeah.
Georgiev is a good goaltender. He is not
Mhm.
a world beater. He is not Andrei
No.
Vasilevsky. He is not Igor Shesterkin. He is not Ilya Sorokin. I mean,
Mhm.
guys, it's simple.
Yeah.
Bury the biscuit.
Right.
Shoot it on net. Hope for a rebound. Tip it in.
Mhm.
Something. I mean,
Anything.
it
Yeah.
it was just a terrible, terrible goal
Yeah.
tonight. I mean, And I get it. The Hawks are going. They're going to be bottom 10 in the league. They're going
Yeah.
for a high pick, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we got
Mm-hmm.
Bedard. Bedard's season is in full swing.
Yeah.
Would we like Macklin Celebrini? Of course, but
Sure.
you got to go. You got to go earn it, man.
Yeah.
You got to go earn your wins, earn your losses. Just earn it. Try.
Right. Yeah. Rough, man.
Yeah. The first goal just started off Logan O'Connor shorthanded, 11:46 in.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Abysmal.
You can't do that.
Abysmal PP. Yeah. 2 shorthanded goals in 2 games. That's definitely not great, man. That's rough.
And the power play, and you've heard me railing against this for the past 3 or 4 episodes. I mean, you can't put. I'm sorry, Seth Jones does not belong on PP1. PP1 should be Korchinski, Bedard, Hall, Perry, and then I don't know, pick a name out of a hat. Taylor Radish. You got to overload. PP1 has to be all of your most skilled guys.
Yeah. And I love Coach Luke, man, right?
Yes.
And I don't know who's running the PP,
no idea.
Right? But dude, Ryan Donato being on PP1 over, let's say, Reichel, Radish, Tyler Johnson, heck, like, dude, like even like AA. What are you doing? I mean, we've scored 1 goal. 1 for, what is it now? PP's
22.
1 for
I
like
think.
around 20. Yeah. Not good, man. Something needs to change, and I'm not sure why they haven't changed anything yet.
Yeah, I think I don't think Seth Jones belongs on the power play one.
Man.
Donato, I don't think he's really much of a special teams guy.
No.
And I think this Lucas Reichel as a center experiment is officially over. Move him back to the wing. It's not working out. He's getting dummied in the circle, and I just don't know if he knows where he needs to be on the ice.
It's weird, man. Yeah.
Athanasiou was your best player tonight. On a cup contending team, if you'd be lucky if Athanasiou was your third line center. I mean,
you're right.
It's just it's maddening. It's maddening. I don't know, man. I'm not. My name isn't Luke Richardson. I don't get paid $3 million to get paid. To run this team, but there needs to be changes, and I just it was I'm a shook one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a shook one. I'm having a hard time expressing my thoughts in a reasonable, non-emotional way, and it's just it was a terrible game. You got to chuck this in the bucket for sure.
Man.
But and then Saturday you got the Bruins, so it's not going to get any easier.
No.
You can tell me all you want. Oh, the Avs are a perennial cup contender. Yeah, I get it, buddy. But you need a better go than what was brought out today.
Right.
Yeah, man.
And I mentioned it earlier, man. I think the most not frustrating, but it's maddening, right? Dude, Bedard doesn't have a shot on net. I mean, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, and if you're going out of your way, for him to get a shot on goal,
yeah,
you're going to have a stinker game. It's an 82 game season.
Right. Yeah,
this is a long road trip. I'm not making excuses, but I mean, when your best player who's been averaging like 5 shots a game,
right,
doesn't even have an attempt. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Wow.
I mean, like,
I,
really, like, they really shut down Connor Bedard. Okay. If they're giving all this attention to Connor Bedard, where's everyone else? Where's Taylor Radish?
right.
Where's
Right.
Andreas Athanasiou? Where are these people, these players,
Yeah.
to be like, okay, shut down Steven Stamkos. You got Kucherov. You
Hmm.
got Point. Shut down
Right.
Brad
Right.
Marchand. You got Pasternak. You know,
Hmm.
that might be it, unfortunately. But I mean, you get my drift here. Shut down Jack Hughes. You got Jesper Bratt and Tyler
Right.
Toffoli.
Right.
It goes
Uh-huh.
on and on. There are secondary units, secondary players that shouldn't be impacted by this. So,
Hmm.
very frustrating game, very bad game.
Yeah.
You got to chuck it. You
Mm.
got to move on. Peter Mrazek was unbelievable. Left him out
Yeah.
to dry. Yeah,
Yeah. Vesna sicko
yeah.
mode. Vesna mode.
Mrazna, Peter
Right.
Mrazna. I mean, it's
Right.
crazy. Peter Mrazek. This dude is 7 feet outside of his goal trying to cut off the angle, and he
I
did it. Amazing.
I can't
He
believe
committed.
nothing
I
went in
love it.
there. Yeah.
That's amazing. He's trying. He's giving it his all.
He is, man.
Andres Athanasiou, he was cooking it up and down the ice. No one had
Yeah.
anything on this guy, and
Hmm.
he goes in, he gives up the puck. Get a
Right.
shot. Get it on the net. Get it to the center, please.
Yeah. I mean, he can drive like McJesus, man. But wow, he cannot
No,
finish,
no,
man.
no finish tonight at all from anyone on the
Yeah.
Blackhawks. Clearly, because they got shut
Um,
out. Zero goals. Ugh.
yeah. Like I was saying it all game, just extremely outmatched, outclassed, just outplayed. I mean, that was rough. That was a rough watch.
Yeah, it was a bad game. I mean, I should have
Yep.
seen it coming because I went to my favorite
Yeah.
townie bar, and I
Hmm.
went, and every time I go and have a couple of baddies with the boys and watch the
Hmm.
Blackhawks, they always get crushed. So I
Yeah.
knew this was going to happen, but it
Right. Right.
doesn't make it any better or
Yeah.
sting any less.
Right. Um. The the biggest thing on my mind, like the last few days, it's it's still like looking for that small move. Like obviously maybe not right now, but there has been a little smoke with Garland still. Um, I believe Pagnota noted like a day ago, uh, again, like confirming that the Hawks are still in that rumor mill with him. Uh, I'm all in for that, man. That top six is just, I mean, it's not good enough, you know.
Yeah,
And yeah, we're not trying to be a playoff contender here, but for the sake of young player development, like not just Bedard, but like Lucas Reichel. Uh, he looks like he's sinking right now, and he needs some help, obviously, right?
right.
Because we've seen what teams can do to a highly skilled player, in other sports here in town, but it's rough, man. Like you gotta do something later on here, you know, um,
Yeah.
closer to the deadline, possibly, but
Yeah, I
it's
mean, we'll
rough.
we'll definitely see what the price is because I don't
Yeah.
like the idea of the Hawks spending assets right now.
No, 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 no,
Um,
no.
I saw that Vancouver, or I heard that Vancouver was willing to take at least 3 million off
Really.
um, his deal. Which wait, hold on. Now that I'm thinking about it, isn't he only
Hmm.
getting like 475?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I misheard that because
Hmm. It's 4.95.
495. Okay, so a
Yeah.
1.95, a $2 million player. Okay, I
Hmm.
can see it. Yeah, I mean he's got skill.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And having just like Taylor Hall as like the
Hmm.
only other skill guy, is a little
Yeah.
troublesome
Right.
because
And
like yeah, sure, you
mhm,
got Perry, great player, good mentor,
mhm,
Foligno, solid
mhm,
player, good mentor,
right.
but Bedard's got to play with some guys, you know. This isn't the
Yeah,
Regina
man.
Pats anymore, where he's put the team on his back, but
Yeah.
he needs people to play with, and I wouldn't mind the
Right, man.
Connor Garland. I think he's still got also a decent amount of term left. I think he has at least a couple of years.
Yeah. He has. It says nothing. I have no idea. It does not say on my end. But yeah, it's, like I'm not panicking. Like I'm not concerned,
No,
you know?
no, not nor am
Uh,
I. But
no, but it's
3 years,
just, it's frustrating, you know? Uh,
including this season, 3 years left
yeah,
on his
man.
deal. So it'd be nice because he's young too. I want to say he's only like 26, maybe 25.
Right. Yeah.
So he's a young kid, probably getting into his peak at the moment.
Hmm. Right, right.
He's probably hitting his ceiling, and
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I
Hmm.
think you do have Elias Pettersson up over there
Right.
in
Hmm.
Vancouver, which sick player. JT
Yeah.
Miller also a good player,
Hmm.
um, but maybe Bedard unlocks something in this kid as well. Maybe you can
Exactly.
do a little Hall Bedard Garland action.
Right, man. Uh, from what I remember with Garland, he's just like a spunky player, like a Max Domi, like beginning of the season
A little
when we had
jam to
him.
him, yeah.
Yeah, he's got some skills. He's got some speed. He's also like 5'9", so don't love the size, but
I don't
he
either.
does. Yeah, I don't love that, but um, he does offer skill, man, and he offers a shot because
He's
obviously
actually
we're not shooting.
27 years old. My fault. So
Yes,
by the
yes,
end of this
yes,
deal, he will be 30.
yeah, and at that point, we could probably move off of that and stuff.
I mean, dude,
But
if
yeah,
Van is gonna take 3 mil off him
oh
and
yeah,
he's 1.95,
mm-hmm. Un
teams
unreal.
are gonna be blowing the doors off trying to get this guy,
Mm-hmm. Right.
for the trade deadline, whatever.
Yeah.
Go 50% again.
Yeah.
One
And
mil for Connor
yeah.
Garland?
Mm-hmm. And I don't want to, like hype it up, but from what Pagnota was saying, uh, it does seem like a deal isn't imminent, right?
Of course.
Like not in like the next day or two, but maybe the next week and a half ish, 2 weeks. Um, and the more I think about it, it's like I think the Hawks could be the front runners for a deal like that, because we still have a ton of space, like unbelievable amount of space right now.
Yeah, and
Um,
maybe even if Van is like, hey, if you want to give us like a second round pick, and
hmm,
we won't, you take him 100% of salary. I would
okay,
even do that. I would do something like that because the Hawks have tons of
really,
cap room,
that's what I'm
and
saying.
and
Yeah.
so it's like you know getting taking all that cap, you're
Hmm.
doing them a favor. So the
Yeah.
ask is going
Right.
to be a lot less. So I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind
I'm
something like
even.
that.
Yeah. Like I was even thinking maybe a third or a fourth if you take on 100%. Because that's extreme money, not for us, but for them.
Yeah, five
Um,
five off the cap. You're laughing.
I mean, yeah, And I think for that type of move, a third or a fourth, I think is fair, very fair. You know,
No, I think you're right. I
Y-
think a third. I think a third is worth. I
right,
think a third is worth $2.5 to $3.5 million. I believe,
right,
but I could be
yeah,
wrong. I saw a
right,
table a really long time ago.
hmm yeah,
But
uh,
I think it was in that range. But yeah, so
yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if we are like the front runners for that. Like maybe there's a contender looking for some skill like that, but I think we offer the biggest benefit
yeah,
for
yeah,
Vancouver.
I
You
agree.
know.
And the thing is, like the top, like there are only like I want to say only like 7 teams that are
hmm
under the cap that could
Yeah.
absorb something like that. So it's like,
Right. Right.
like Senators cap hell. They still got to get Pinto.
hmm
And
On fire. Currently on
yeah, the
fire.
Senators are in fuego. Kind of sucks,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
um, I mean, imagine. The thing is, they're a wagon right now, and they're
hmm
doing it without Shane Pinto. Shane Pinto gives you 25 goals, 25 tucks a year minimum. So like, they're absolutely on fire right now, a wagon, and then you add Shane Pinto, 22 goals to it.
hmm
What are you doing?
Right.
What
You're
are you
right.
doing?
And they just got someone else back too.
Josh Norris
The Josh Norris.
played
Right.
his first game, and he scored 2 goals,
Yeah.
I think. Freak.
Goodness gracious.
So
Um.
that's a really interesting. That's an interesting situation going on right now because they're gonna need to
Yeah.
lose a player, and if it's someone
hmm
like a Matthew Joseph or something,
Right. Right. Right.
he's contributing right now, and
hmm
I think that'd be bad. But anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah,
hmm
I'm not completely opposed to bringing in another some more
Yeah.
help in the offensive front.
Right.
I just the lines aren't working right now. We're only 5 games in. I
hmm
get it. You can't be
Yeah.
like, oh, blow up the team, dude. We already
Right.
did. This is the
Yeah.
aftermath. We're
hmm
piecing it back together. Um, I don't think the Hawks need to go out there and start spending. I don't think they need
hmm
to take a Vancouver Canucks approach to this when you're giving up
hmm
first round picks and stuff for like Philip Hronek. No, you don't need that.
Definitely not. Oh my
You don't need
gosh.
that.
Can't believe they pulled that one off.
That,
Yeah.
summer up
My
here,
gosh.
summer of Patrick Allvin or whatever the hell. No
Yeah, that
good.
was rough.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yeah, so
Yeah.
um,
Definitely.
I
Yeah,
think we're
something needs to change, man.
I think we're gonna wrap it here. I don't
Yeah.
know what more else there is to say. Really
Yeah.
bad game for the Blackhawks.
hmm
Um, you know the road trip is coming to an end, so thank God, I guess. But
hmm
whatever. And maybe the Hawks will bring in someone to help Connor Bedard out just because he needs
Yeah.
a little bit more skill. All the off ice stuff is taken care of with the likes of the Corey Perrys and the
Oh,
Nick Folinos. But now we
definitely.
need some more
Definitely.
on ice stuff, and Taylor Hall
Yeah.
can't do it all himself. So thanks for joining us for this edition of the Chicago Blackhawks Central Hockey Podcast. I'm sorry to be a downer, but I just really
Yeah.
like the Blackhawks. So
hmm
we'll chuck this one in the bucket and
Yep.
go Hawks.
Let's go Hawks.